Wow, that was one for the record books. Having all of Deathlehem and Mega Ran and Professor Shy Guy come up there to defeat that big black slime monster. Holy cow. I haven't said holy cow in a while.
It's a good phrase to have in your lexicon.
Hey, I'm Kat from Nerdy Show, and with me here is Sammus, who was on earlier. Hope you caught her. Hey, how you doing, Sammus?
I am on cloud 9 right now. I'm so happy. This whole experience has blown my mind. It's just gone above and beyond my expectations. Absolutely incredible. I love it here, the energy.
That's really cool. Have you performed at anything like Nerdapalooza before?
No, this is my first kind of space to be around geeks and nerds who really appreciate kind of the references. So it just I feel like I'm home. You know, most of the time I get a lot of scratching heads and like, oh, I don't really get what she's talking about. But this, I feel good. I feel like I'm around like-minded people.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Now, in your set, you talked about how you're pursuing a doctorate or something of that nature, and you're looking at pursuing music full time though, and I'm wondering how long you've been doing this. What's the story?
Well, I've been doing this for quite a while. In high school, my older brother, he taught me how to produce using Reason, and I was sort of producing using MTV Music Generator, which is like a game where you just kind of get to make beats and stuff. Yeah. And I wasn't taking it too seriously. I actually wanted to make music for video games, but I don't think, now I listen to my music and I'm like, wow, this is really bad. But at the time I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to get hired by some company. And then a couple years later I was like, oh, let me try my hand at producing hip hop. So around 2009 is when I first started actually rapping over the stuff that I was producing. But I'd say I've been making music since about 2003, 2004. So it's been a long, long time getting to this place.
So you've named yourself after Samus Aran. Do you have a deep love for the Metroid franchise?
I sure do. I remember actually vividly one winter break, my boyfriend at the time gave me Super Metroid, and that's literally all I did. So I just have these fond memories of playing the game. But I also just feel like Samus is such an iconic figure for not just women, but I think gamers in general. That classic moment when you get to the end of the game and you're like, oh my God, this is a woman, changed my whole life, you know. And I think it changed the lives of a lot of people around me in terms of their ideas about women's roles in video games, you know, and in the world. So,
well, then I got to ask you. I feel like the most recent game, Metroid Other M, kind of really did a disservice to that. Have you played it?
No, I have not. I have been working hard on my PhD, so it's like every time I get to play a game, I dive in, but I haven't had any free time at all just to, like, you know, sit down and kick back and play stuff. So, well, can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Yeah, I can. Well, they, you know, Metroid's always been, at least to some degree, influenced heavily by the Alien series. And in that, there's a big theory about, or not a theory, but a theme of Ripley dealing with sort of motherhood issues, especially in Aliens 3 and the fourth one. I can't remember. Do you remember the title of the fourth one? Resurrection? Alien Resurrection? Yes, that's it. Okay, so in Metroid Other M, Samus is just having some kind of weird phantom baby syndrome the whole time, and of course she's dealt with the Metroid baby in the past, but this time she's really dealing with these very cliche baby obsessions,
maternal types of obsessions.
Yeah. And then it's really transparent. They go to a ship called the Bottle, and it's shaped like a baby.
Oh goodness! Right, so they're just like not trying to be subtle with this whole illusion at all.
And then, so while Samus is being like a crazy woman who's obsessed with babies, then her commanding officer comes in, and he's actually what holds her back from using the full extent of her abilities.
Wow!
And he tells her what to do.
See, that doesn't sit well with me because she just represents this kind of badass, independent person in my mind. So I don't like the idea of the intervention, the successful intervention coming in from this, like, you know, commander on top. So that doesn't sit well with me, but I'm hoping that they'll, you know, keep shoving her in our faces as somebody who just kicks ass, you know what I mean?
Samus is cool, Samus is powerful, and those games are scary.
They are. You know, one of the things that I gravitate towards when talking about my love of Metroid is that it was it was early on when the first Metroid game came out. I think it was 1986. And that was a really dark game for its time. You know, the other games that you think about during that era, that was really heavy, sci-fi. It wasn't kind of fun, lighthearted type of thing. It was really intense, I think, for the period that it came out in. And so it's just, I love that it's held on to that character, that it continues to be this kind of darker game that touches on darker themes.
Yeah. Well, Samus, it's been great talking to you. I believe the other band is about to start. Is that I'm hearing some DJ Robo Rob. Okay, DJ Robo Rob is on right now. All right, well, let's cut to DJ Robo Rob. Have a dance party. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out the rest of our live stream from Nerdapalooza 2013 for more awesome performances and artist interviews. And if you like what you saw, click like and subscribe to Nerdy Show's channel. Also, be sure to check out all of our podcast programming over at nerdyshow.com. From comics and video games to science and technology, if it's geeky, we've got you covered.